Jeff, you guys get some good work in today?
It was a nice day outside, so got some good work.
I heard you on the radio yesterday. I wanted to ask you, you mentioned something about being in a win-win situation with this whole off-the-field stuff. Can you clarify that?
Well, it comes up every year, so my kids are used to it, and we talk about it. It means they've been winning a lot of ball games, so it doesn't affect their play. Their first year, they went undefeated in the middle of COVID in that month. There was a lot of distractions. The next year, there was another rumor. We went 3-1 during that month. The next year, there were rumors. We went 4-0 during that month. This year, there are rumors. Those kids went 3-0 again. And whenever you are being discussed for jobs, that means you're winning a lot of ball games, which means the place you're at wants to keep you. So they're going to do what it takes. And the only thing we've ever asked for here are the things that it takes for us to be successful for our kids. My president, my AD, and our boosters are all in total agreement with all that. It just helps move the needle because it causes excitement. People give more, they go buy tickets, they buy more suites, they help, they just do more. And that's why I said it's a win-win. And in the end, what's best in all of this is for our players. And our players totally trust every word that I say. So therefore it works.
I think people were really encouraged about just kind of the tone and the way you talked about this program when you were on that radio appearance, and it was a lot different than when we talked to you yesterday. I was curious if something changed, or just what's your overall temperature on having these conversations day to day?
I just walked off the practice field yesterday. We didn't practice real great. We were really still beat up from the game. It was maybe the longest game in the history of football that went until Sunday morning, it seemed like, and I wasn't in just the best of moods. So, got to come in and watch the video. It wasn't quite as bad. Had a feeling, since y'all didn't let it die, that probably meant Joe and Jason weren't going to let it die. So I actually thought through the answer a little better. And what do you know? They asked the question. So I did a better job of answering it, which maybe I didn't do a very good job of answering, because now we're talking about it again on Tuesday, and it's not going to probably die until the next rumor starts up about something, and we'll be talking about that. And unfortunately, we're not talking about Frank Harris and the Roadrunners and a great Tulane football team. What a wonderful job Willie Fritz has done, because that is what is most important and prevalent about all this.
Jeff, along those lines, I saw Frank got the Player of the Week award last week for that 6-touchdown performance. Do you know he could have that in him down the stretch here?
I would never bet against that kid in any situation. His competitive spirit is like very few I've ever coached in my life. And our team really enjoys playing for him. He has the gift, he has the it factor, which makes everybody play better. And so many receivers made the catches. They were just incredible. The run after catch by Cephas, the run after catch by Taki, the unbelievable catch by Amador, the unbelievable catch by McEwen, the almost unbelievable catch by Chris Carpenter. There's just so many plays those kids make because they really love playing with that quarterback of ours.
How do you coach against, obviously there's going to be a letdown. There's no way in the world he can duplicate that again against such a good Tulane defense. So how do you coach now against, it was like, you know what, just give me 80% of what you gave me last week and we're going to be fine?
Yeah, we just don't ever think like that or talk like that. I know y'all that's what we have you guys for. Y'all are the best at that, and that's why y'all are good at y'all's jobs. And we just really try to make the next play. And if he were standing right here, he'd say the exact same thing. We just don't think like that. And it's like running backs. The ones that try to score touchdowns don't score touchdowns. The ones that try to hit the hole, they trust their tracks. They're trying to gain 4 yards. They look up and they're running for a while. When you go into a game trying to do that, it doesn't work. You just got to trust the process, which happens to be the Culture Pillar of the Week, and just let it play each play out as best you can.
This week's game is on ABC. It's kind of a rare thing that UTSA has been on network TV. So what does it do for you guys knowing y'all have a chance to be in front of the nation?
Well, when we were hired, that was the way President Amy described our football program. We were the front porch of the university. And what a great way to show off at UTSA. This program is just 12 years of playing ball, 13 total. I mean, it's just amazing. And you look at an institution as old and tradition as Tulane has, and it's just a really cool story. And I'm sure those guys, I'm meeting with them today to just kind of go over that, those ABC guys, and I hope they paint a really good picture of what a wonderful city we have here and a great university we have. And I hope our football team does a really good job of being a good-looking front porch for President Amy and UTSA.
Jeff, how do you rate Frank's health at this point in the season? Is he all the way back, or where do you stand with that?
I don't know if he'll ever be all the way back when you go through 10 to 12 surgeries and playing with turf toe. And, you know, if I had to put a guess on it, it depends on the weather. I mean, you know, if the weather's right, he feels better. If the weather's not, he doesn't feel so good. So I hope Friday everything's just right.
Jeff, how would you evaluate Justin Burke's performance as his first year as offensive coordinator?
I just think way too much is made about that. We have a staff that helps game plan. We have run game coordinators. We have pass game coordinators. He's obviously the offensive coordinator. That was my GA and my analyst at the University of Texas. And came here as an analyst, became a tight end coach, the special teams coordinator. He's done it all. He's a ball coach. And it's always about players. And once we kind of figured out that JT wasn't coming back and we had lost Mackay and we moved everybody around, it helped all of us do a better job of helping him. And it's one of the things I talk about all the time about where we have to get to. We have to get where we get our assistant paid so much that somebody doesn't come take him, because we'll be going on our fourth offensive coordinator in 4 years, and we're probably, you know, who knows where we're going to end up in the country on offense. I don't know. We're playing a very great defense this week, but he'll be in rumors for OC jobs next year, and they'll just literally come try to buy him from us, and that's tough on a program, and it concerns me again. But I'm happy for Barry Lundy Jr. in Illinois. I'm happy for Will Stein in Oregon, but I want to keep Justin Burke right here with us for a while, as I do Jess Lepp, who won an award. I believe he's one of the Broyles Award finalists, and for the job he's done now for 4 years. And we've been very blessed to keep Jess, and a lot of our staff we've kept. It's a great job. This is a nice place. We just got to keep pushing. And I know that gets annoying and people get tired of hearing it, but we want what's best for this place. This is really not about me, and I know everybody, the naysayers might want to say it's about me. It's really not. It's about this place and these kids.
Jeff, we spent the last couple of years at times talking about some big plays the defense has given up, but you guys have minimized that quite a bit this season. Has something been different in that regard, or have you addressed that?
I'm not superstitious, Greg, but I'm just not going to go down that road. I appreciate you saying it's very kind. Yeah, I'm really scared to touch that one. But I can just see Willie playing that, you know, in Tulane, just bragging about, hey, they're going to stop all our big plays. So we've got good players, and I'm proud of my kids. And, you know, I'll leave it at that.
Well, there's another one of the trends would be that in some of these games, teams have scored or moved the ball against you guys early on, and then you've been able to make some adjustments to slow them down. What goes into that from the sideline process?
Yeah, it's frustrating when you defer and you're already down 7-0. So we don't plan it that way, I can promise you. You know, last week we busted the 3rd down 12. They ran a concept where number 1 receiver ran a fly, and number 2 ran a 12-yard out. And we had 2 guys covering 1. So that guy was wide open, and that was huge. When you give up 3rd downs, especially when you get them 3rd and long, that's a real gut punch. And I bet if you tracked that, which I really haven't, it would be that I remember Temple was much 3rd downs. So it's 3rd down, which historically we've been incredibly good on. And at times this year we've been good, and at times we haven't been. So I'm not for sure about that, but I bet if you track 3rd down efficiency on defense, that would be a cause for not success early and a cause for improvement as the game wears on.
With the game on Friday and Thanksgiving Thursday, will y'all kind of have a team Thanksgiving before you leave, or when you get there on Thursday?
We always do it on Wednesday night. You know, one of my favorite things to do this week, like today, it was our training staff that we recognized, and the kids that help Brian get up there, and they introduce themselves. Like my whole team knows them all, but each kid's assigned a position group. And so when they get up there and introduce, you know, like I'm Jeff, I'm from Gilmer, Texas. I help the inside linebackers. Well, you can imagine how the inside linebackers go crazy. Or if you work with the O-line, the D-line boos the guy that, you know, works for the O-line. It's a lot of fun. And we invite all those kids. We're talking about video. We're talking about EQ equipment. We're talking about the training staff. Anybody that helps in the building, we bring them to Thanksgiving with our team. And we do that on Wednesday nights. And so it's a really special time that we get to spend together. Because, you know, Thursday we're going to be together in the hotel on Thanksgiving, which that'll be a special time as well. And then Friday we're playing a game.
Jeff, did I hear you don't like cranberry sauce?
Not at all. You know, as I've gotten older, things have grown on me, so I hope I'm not so old. I might not learn to like it one day, but no, I just...
What's your favorite?
I put yams on top of everything, kind of like I do ketchup, but I don't put ketchup. I do the ketchup on my turkey. I do put it on the green bean casserole if the green bean casserole is like pretty crispy. But my favorite thing to do is just throw it all in a mess, you know, just all of it, like the turkey, the broccoli and rice, the green bean casserole, the stuffing, and then just put yams on top of all that, and then just crush it.
Wow.
That's nice. And then, you know, apple pie with some ice cream. That's a good night, man.
Yeah.
It's a good night.
So, Thanksgiving 2023, what is Coach Traylor so thankful for this year?
Yeah, don't give me, you know, you give me a crowd up here. It's my first Thanksgiving without my dad. That's kind of hit me. I wish I wouldn't have taken that for granted so much. My mom got to come to the game. First time she's been to a game in San Antonio. She made one to Louisiana Tech. That was really good to see her. You know, I'm a big journal guy. So I'm always have my prayer list and my thankful, and on those thanks, it's always pretty much the same. I have a healthy family, I have a wonderful job, I have amazing friends, and I have a Lord that I love very much, and that's where I stay.
Thank you,
Jeff.
Jeff.